So I'm not entirely sure how long I'm going to ramble on this one. I apologize. This is a pretty long video for a speed video. I don't know if you can hear the quotation marks in my voice, but this was something I drew on stream, hence the quality of the video probably isn't the best it could be, but still I'm pretty proud of it. I need to stop doing the thing. But I have 3 canvases, god damn it, that I bought to make some enamel pin badge frames for, because I have an enamel pin badge set that I really wanted to do a nice design for and never got around to doing. And so I decided one day that I really wanted to do like a creature feature drawing on one of these canvases, and this idea came to me for one of the creatures that I created for my world in Caventia, called Drakix. Now, I am doing a Build a World series on my YouTube channel. I haven't actually done an awful lot about that recently, and I apologise, my creativity dropped over the November to February period, and it seems now that I'm stuck in a house, my creativity has gone, yay, you can do shit again. So that is why this kind of thing happened. Well, this was done in January, but you know, it seems to be coming back more, so you will probably see more of that. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. Drakix are a creature that I created for the world of Caventia. There are not many native races to the world of Caventia. I'm not going to go into that. There's a video about that, which I will link at the top if you so wish to, or in the description, it depends on which I remember to do. And so I wanted a creature that is very distinctive of Caventia, which is a blend of creatures. Now, in the form, they are the idea behind them is they are wolves crossed with dragons. However, with the nature of Caventia, they look a bit more monstrous in their form, and Drakix typically, at least certain breeds of Drakix, look more monstrous, like this particular one that I'm doing right now. So their skeletons are exposed, their musculature is exposed, they don't really have skin, they're mostly held together with magic, which is fine because Caventia is a world of magic. If it didn't have magic, the world itself would fall apart, so it stands to reason that one of the native creatures would be a magical based creature, which is what this being is. So they have a wolf skull, they have long dragon-like ears. They do have a longer, more serpentine body than a wolf, but their basic structure is wolf-like. So when they're not jumping the way this creature is right now, they look like an elongated wolf with a very long tail. The tail, as you can see, has loops at the top of it. The tip of the tail has a barb that, similar to like a stingray's tail, they can launch. The tail will come up like a scorpion actually over the top of their back if they feel threatened, and the spring will allow it to shoot out and, you know, recoil pretty quickly from their intended prey or aggressor, depending on which they are. They now, again, depending on the breed of Drakix, this Drakix is an Arctic Drakix. They don't have wings. Some of the Drakix have wings, though they are either vestigial or I believe it's only in the peaks of the mountains on Branwen where they have full forged wings, because they need to be able to fly to get to their nests or their dens. Not nests, they're not that dragony. So this particular one, or this particular breed of them, wouldn't have any of the wings. So they also don't have the skin layer, just because I didn't want to draw the skin layer. So their typical culture I say culture, Drakics are incredibly intelligent beings. Kind of like kitsunes, the older they get, the more intelligent they become. You can tell if a kitsune, if a Drakic is particularly old, because some of them have figured out basic speech. Now, they don't always speak Common because there are lots of different races in Caventia. Common is what is considered to be the basic language. It's kind of like English for our world, but not everyone speaks English, and some races have their own language. So dependent upon the predominant race in the area of where the Drakics are and how long they've been there, depends on how the Drakics will have learnt the language. So if they live near a human population centre, the older Drakics may have learnt how to speak some verses of Common or Human. If they live with the elves, then they will have learnt Elvish. If they live with the dwarves, Dwarvish. So you get the idea. Some of the older ones have forgone speech and have gone straight for telepathy. That tends to happen when they live predominantly in places where there are things like the creatures called the Hernkin or the Fae, because a lot of Fae don't really communicate via speech in Caventia. They use telepathy, which is why they never have to worry about knowing language. They always know what you're thinking and the way you're thinking it, and they can read that from your mind. So you never really have to think up what word you're after, either with a Fae and with some of these older Drakics, because they can read your mind and therefore know what you're thinking. So Drakics are family units. They follow the line of wolves in the fact that they have packs. There is an alpha male and an alpha female, which are technically just a breeding couple. There may be other females that do have litters, but in the end they are all put in with the alpha females litter and basically all raised as a group. They are communal based. Sometimes you will get small packs, which are literally just a male and a female and their pups. This is rare, but it does happen, and that is how some of the Drakics have become domesticated over time, because humans found the pups. Now, as long as you don't hurt the pups, so you can feed them, Drakics are typically sociable creatures, so they don't instantly attack unless you threaten. So if you go near a den or a nest, depending on, the words are interchangeable in this particular thing. So unless you go towards your nest with a weapon out, and Drakics no weapons, they will not attack you. They will be wary, and they will probably approach you with their tails over their backs, ready to attack, but they will not attack you outright. There's been regular things of humans and elves, to be honest, who will take bags of food with them to a Drakic den, and if they want to raise a pup, they will throw food at the pup, and whatever pup comes to them, they will take. If all of the pups come to them, then all of the adults will follow the puppies, and as long as you do not attack any member of the pack, you can end up with an entire domesticated pack. It can take years to gain their trust enough to actually tame them properly and domesticate them properly, but as long as no one harms them, they will more than happily live in human, or not necessarily human, just settlements. So they're typically very easy to live with. So yeah, as long as you don't threaten them, they are typically very easy to deal with and live with, and they're fairly, I wouldn't say easy to domesticate. You can earn a Dracic's trust quite quickly, but it will not follow you or follow your orders, simply because they are intelligent, as I've said before. So I'm gonna let you guys watch the rest of this drawing. I do hope that you enjoy it, and I will, pardon me, see you next time. Take care, have fun, and goodbye.